Happy Sunday, everyone. I am Julie, the penny pinching mama. Just want to kind of show you what we've been doing today. I have been allowing myself to have a more laid back kind of day. We're still doing some laundry, still doing some cooking, but not going frantic mode, just trying to go with the flow, enjoy the process, and try not to stress about the little things, right? So this morning for breakfast for our family, I didn't have time to cook. So I said, at one point, I said, you can have eggs, oatmeal, or banana bread. And then I looked at the clock and I'm like, oh, sorry, can't cook the eggs. We don't have time because I didn't want to just cook it and leave it. I didn't want to leave a mess. So both of my kids opted for banana bread, and my husband cooked himself some eggs. And off we went. We got home, and for lunch, we had some leftover of the stovetop tuna casserole that I made last night. We had that. Mind you, we have a whole tub full of overcooked pasta in our fridge. This is one of the big Mama Jamma containers. So I will also be doing at some point this week some cheeseburger mac, like hamburger helper, but we'll do some cheeseburger mac and see how that goes. I did it once before, just kind of made it up as I went along, and there were no leftovers that night. So I'll probably do that tonight. We are taking, excuse my eyeball, tonight we are taking some family members dinner. My son requested poppy seed chicken casserole, so I was actually going to do a double batch. That way I didn't have to cook every night this week, because the leftover tuna casserole that we have will not last that long. So I have cooked, of course, for poppy seed chicken casserole, you're supposed to have chicken breast. I didn't have enough. So these are some chicken thighs that I'm about to debone and shred the meat. We have 3 breasts going in here, and we have 2 other small thin breasts in here thawing out, and I'm going to throw them in together. Once I already got this stuff and I was ready to make this, I'm like, oh, we have a family member that I don't even know if they can have this. So when I made the Hoover stew for all the students, there was so much left over. There was enough for a whole other batch. We had like 3 or 4 bags of the stew. We had bags of the elbow pasta, enough to make another big batch. I still have that, and I'm gonna do that this week for the kids again, because we already have the stuff. I just threw it all in the freezer. But I needed something to quick be able to do tonight, because we are supposed to be leaving here in like an hour, and I don't even have the main stuff in the oven yet, much less anything else. So I pulled out a bag of the vegetables and the hot dogs from the Hoover stew. I'm letting that kind of warm up, and then I will add my homemade veggie broth to it, and I will add some of the elbow noodles, some of the pasta to it. So that will be one option if this person can't have the poppy seed chicken casserole. I made an entire thing of rice. This was actually for the school, so I need to get it out and start cooling so I can put it in bags so I can make another batch for our family. I'm trying to do at least one type of prep thing every day, and once it cools off, I'll just put it in the deep freeze tonight. It is getting cold, so right now our house is very warm. We have not turned on the heater, and it is 76 degrees in the house because I'm cooking. Hopefully that will stay. I will turn on the heater tonight because it's supposed to get down to 35 tonight, I think. Tomorrow night it's supposed to get in the 20s, and then back in the 30s the following night. So I know I'm gonna have to buckle down and actually turn on my heat. But I'm just trying to prevent it as much as I can. And when you can cook at night and cook in the morning, it just warms up the house that much more. And there's nothing better than, a nice warm breakfast or dinner or hot chocolate on your bones to take the chill off. Anyway, so options for tonight are the Hoover stew, that is thawing out. The I'm making a double batch of the poppy seed chicken casserole. You know what? I never checked to see if I had poppy seeds. That might be good to know. Yay! I haven't made this in years, so do poppy seeds go bad? I have a whole container of them. And then a few days ago, I cooked a couple of small chickens. Did I tell you guys about the chickens? At one of the Cost Plus 10 stores this week, they had a case of chickens, 12 chickens, not this past week, the week before. 12 chickens for $29, like $30 for 12 whole chickens. They are very small chickens, almost the size of like Cornish hens. But even a Cornish hen, when you buy those, you buy 2 Cornish hens in the store, and it's anywhere like $12, $14, right? They're anywhere, I looked it up, Cornish hens are anywhere from like $3 to $5.50 a pound. So to get 12 full chickens for $30, that is less than $3 per bird, which is a pretty good price. So these 2 little chickens, and yes, they are small. There's one here with the legs coming out. There's one here on its side with the legs, and I just stuffed it with cut up vegetables, and that was it. So I'm gonna heat that up and take that. That is an option for dinner. So they can have poppy seed chicken casserole. They can have Hoover stew that has packed with veggies. We can have the chicken. Sorry, sun's going down. Window blinds, the window slats. And I'll probably do like corn or mixed veggies or something on the side just for an extra vegetable. I don't like making this much. I usually don't have this much carbs in our meals, and it feels very carb heavy because number one, it is, but also because I had so much of that overcooked pasta, I would like to use it in that we have more pasta we can give to the kids. I don't want to give them the bad stuff. Does that make sense? I don't want to just give them the leftovers that we ate the good stuff and they got stuck with the leftover, the crappy, the mushy. No, we'll eat the mushy and let them enjoy what's left of the good stuff. So that's where we are. So we have a little bit of tuna casserole left. We have poppy seed chicken casserole. We have Hoover stew. We have those 2 chickens. And then later on in the week, I really wanted to make a big salad today, and it just did not happen. It just didn't happen. And then we'll do the cheeseburger mac later this week, and we'll do salad. I went out and picked like a last pick from the garden because it's going to be in the 30s tonight. My daughter and her friend are actually out picking jalapenos right now. They're supposed to be clearing the bushes. We'll see how that goes, if they actually clear the bushes or not. But I went out and we had 2 small zucchini left, so I picked those. And then we had some itty bitty bell peppers that were just starting to grow. Are they big? No, but they're still edible. And then we have some good size bell peppers, not huge, but some good sized bell peppers. So I went ahead and picked those so we can eat on those during the week as well. As for night to night and day to day plans for meals, I don't really have any. I did pull out a couple of slices of pizza from the freezer yesterday. I think that's what my son ate for lunch today. They actually got home before my daughter and I did. The pizza that I put in the freezer was left over from the homecoming hangout. So we have a couple pieces of that. We have a few things of like the mini corn dogs. We have some of those inside in the freezer. We have a lot in the freezer outside. But so that would be easy grab and go meal if somebody needs something this week. If I was gone or if they didn't really feel like cooking or whatever. We still have spaghetti squash. We have carrots. We are on the last of the tomatoes too, the red ones, and we put the green ones. We picked them off the ground and put them in the windowsill to see if they'll turn. We're picking cherry tomatoes, but I don't think we finished that. We do still have oranges and apples and some lemons, so we're good there. We have some ripe. Hey, if you have, if you have jalapeno juice on your hands, look at me, eyeballs. You don't want to touch the door or the door frame. You want to take the gloves off before you touch it. Not like that. Pull them inside out. Like pull from the back and pull them all the way up so the outside becomes the inside. And that way, if there's any jalapeno juice on them, it won't get you. Okay? Don't play with it because there's juice inside that could slide out. That's your sweat. No. Put it in the trash can, baby. Trash can. We don't want jalapeno juice in the house. Did you get every single jalapeno off the thing? Okay, so you're just taking a break? Well, you can get more gloves, so don't worry about that. Okay? So feel free to throw those away. So, they're still working on jalapenos. So that is where we are for today. And hopefully, I don't know. I didn't have a thought. That's just where we are. I'm kind of brain dead. But now I need to get in push mode and get this stuff done because I need to get in the oven pretty quick since it's like 4 o'clock. But that is it. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope you have had a wonderful weekend, and we will talk to you soon. God bless. Have a good one.